Hey, I'm the admin of the Turing Group. I'm Orena Gatifola. I'm a psychic, I'm a healer, I'm a multidimensional being. I'm talking from Mexico, Tulum. I'm surrounded by cenotes and pyramids. And today I have a very important information. We have full moon, and the full moon is in Virgo, I think, and we're in a time of Aquarius. And also we are in February. February is the star sign of Aquarius. So I have an important message because the last couple of days it was really crazy, and I grew up in a family which my dad couldn't hear but he could speak, and he is born in Czechoslovakia, German, and he was born in the World War. And he grew up with war energy, abuse, physical, emotional, verbally. My mom is from Sri Lanka. She can't hear and speak. She's mute, and she grew up also in a boarding school. And Sri Lankan children grow up with a lot of abuse, like being hit by sticks and fear and controlling and not explaining things. And the world is changing big times. Like when you go to TikTok and YouTube, parents are teaching other parents now how to treat their children, how to explain things, how to have more empathy, but at the same time don't spoil your child, okay? Your child needs to stand on your own feet. And we are starseeds, so I'm talking about to all the starseeds out there. We are in the time of Aquarius, which of course it's about love, affection, but also setting very strong, healthy boundaries. I'm talking about childhood issues now and relating to all of you. I'm 100% sure that most of you have grown up in environments of abuse, addiction, parents using alcohol, drugs, physical abuse and whatsoever, okay? So I'm talking to the people out there who can really relate to this. So this full moon is very special. The last couple of days I had clients. I don't work the old ways. I don't sit on the phone and on the video and do a conversation and to listen what all the people have to tell me about their sadness and whatever. I have gone through this. I don't need that shit anymore. If I have something to change and to heal, I want a shift. I want a shift and transformation to reach my goal, which is happiness, freedom, and embracing my own power and trusting my power and my free will and loving myself. This is what I do when I do healing for myself. So when I do healing for others, I do it the same way. I feel, I see energies, I know what's going on. So I don't want any more negative conversations. I want to guide people. I want to release and heal. And that's what I do. And then I just focus on the outcome of the positive outcome so that you can stand on your own feet, not depending on me or anyone in a codependency way, but in a very loving, caring, and free will, self-empowering way. This is what I do. And that's why I have started doing the starseed activation and the priestess activation, where starseeds learn their psychic abilities, not depending on other mediums and channels. I do priestess activation so people can embrace their unique healing abilities, not depending on pranic healing and Reiki, which everyone learns the same stupid technique, yet one point of time it's amazing to open up for spirituality. I'm talking to starseeds. You want to embrace your own psychic abilities, and if you're being a healer, you have your own unique ways of healing another person. So you don't want to do something which everyone does, which might not fit even your personal abilities, okay? So that's why I've started the psychic activations, spiritual activations, embracing your unique gifts, okay? For everything I have a reason. People who want to depend on me, I push them away, and I'm very setting healthy boundaries. So coming back to the topic about what happened to us in our childhood. Government, religion, culture, parents, teachers, they were breaking our will. So-called narcissistic people are breaking our will by manipulating us. I don't like that word narcissistic, because we are attracting them because we are broken in a way from inside, not just in this life, but other lifetimes. And we are full of light, but we are also full of darkness, because there's light in the darkness and there's darkness in the light. So what we do is we combine the darkness and the light within us and you got them, can feel in your heart and in your full body, when you're integrated full in your body, you can feel if someone speaks the truth or not. You can feel that. Because if someone lies, you don't feel your heart, you feel cold, and you feel dissociated, and you feel very insecure. So when you meet people and you feel very insecure about yourself, and you cannot be yourself, and you can make not any kind of jokes, that means those people just have not an open heart. You know you're at the right time, at the right place, with the right people, when you can be yourself, you can be joyful, but at the same time you can be serious. You are respected, you're treasured and loved, and you can speak the truth if someone crosses your boundaries or you cross someone's boundaries, which is totally normal, but that's why we can open up and share our emotions openly. This is something which is very important. So I want to give an example. I have started joining this free diving course. There's this one guy, he's amazing in what he does. He dives really deep. He's really good in making videos, but he sucks in organizing, and he sucks working with his co-workers. He's abusive, he talks very aggressive, and what he does is, and I experienced it yesterday, so what happened is, I was sitting next to him, and I wanted to make sure I get all my videos, which I agree, yes, I was like overstepping my energy, but I had a reason, because I wanted to make sure I get all my videos from the diving course. But what I noticed that not connected to me or related to me, I have seen him, how he talks to others, and that was very, I call it abusive, because when I got up and I said, and he started raising his voice and trying to pull energy, because that's what happened. Read the book Celestine, the 9 Prophecy. It explains all the dynamics, why people suck energy from each other. And it's not the evil aliens, it's what we humans do, okay? Because we humans, we can learn to align with Father Heaven and Mother Earth, and we can create our own magnetic field, that we have like an abundance of life force and source within us, not needing to have a fight or war, because we can have it all. There's enough for everyone. There's enough food for everyone. There's enough place for everyone. There's enough love for everyone, because we're all fighting in the end of the day for love, for attention. But why do we do it? Because we don't give attention to ourselves, and we don't have energy within ourselves. So we create a fight, and we want it from someone else when we grew up with abuse, okay? So the book is again Celestine by James Redfield, the 9th Prophecy, okay? Please read that. You can also watch the movie. It's most amazing. It's one of the best books, because it also teaches you how to follow your own path, and how to see energies and auras, and the dynamic of codependencies, and staying in your own power, and being in touch with nature. So what happened is, then what I do is, I put my hand on his arm, on his hand, and I said, you know what, I don't like the way you talk right now. And I really went into my heart space, and he couldn't rise his energy. He couldn't rise this, like he wanted to suck energy, and he wanted to put me down, and it didn't happen because I was in my heart space. And he looked at me shocked, and he said, don't touch me. And he was the guy, right? And I'm the woman. I'm not doing anything to him. I can't harm him. And he said, don't touch me. And then I could feel his pain, what he went through in his childhood. So what he did is, he was trying to protect himself, but at the same time he was trying to dominate me. So then I got up and I said, you know what, I'm leaving till you calm down, because I don't want to talk like this. So I went up, I drank some water, and everyone in the room, I wasn't alone, started looking at me and him, and he wouldn't stop talking. Normally people stop when I say, you know, it's enough, then both parties calm down and relax. That didn't happen. He wouldn't stop talking, and he would talk and talk, and I said, you know what, that's fine, I don't want to know, I'm not interested. Because other people, they would just be calm and quiet and just listen and be the poor me, and I'm like, you know, I have to listen to him, I don't want to fight, but you know what, it's about standing up, and you don't have to be aggressive or violent. So I just made my point, and then what I did is, because I could see almost the tears in other people's eyes, they were hurt how he spoke to me, because I'm not a person that someone talks to me that way. So I concentrated on my heart space, and I turned away back to him, and I looked at him, And I was transforming the energy, and then the energy changed and shifted. And then I was thinking, okay, do I ignore him by saying bye? Because I told everyone, okay, I'm ready to leave. I'm not interested to stay here anymore, because the energy totally sucked in that room. I didn't want it. And then everyone was like, no, they were scared to leave. I was like, I don't need to. I'm not scared. Why would I be scared? I want to leave. I'm not interested in that nonsense. So then the energy shifted, and then they came up to me and hugging me and saying bye. But I'm helping right now the people who work there to stand on their own feet and to help each other, to be a team and to leave that place and to stand up and create their own life and stand on their own feet. So I had another client of mine. She went to Brazil. We had 2 sessions and she was in a retreat. And I don't support substances because I do the starseed activation for a reason. I do it because you have psychic abilities and you can tap into it anytime, any moment you want, and you can connect with your source. And that's the reason I do those activations, so that people don't depend on ayahuasca and any other substances or mushroom to connect with their source and spirit. I do that so you can learn to tap into it and be connected with your source all the time. That's so important, so you don't depend on any substances. Hi Kingsley, hi Nikki, hi Gerardo, hi Haley. So I had this client and I was wondering, when she was in Brazil for 3 months, I was like, why is she not messaging me? She was always offline, and she didn't also talk much about her experience. And then today she messaged me and she said, you know what happened? I was in Brazil in this retreat, and now I'm talking about something which is so important. It's so important because when you're trapped in a hierarchy and your parents, your father, mother, grandmother, grandfather, an authority figure tries to break your will, that's your solar plexus, which is the central sun, which is your free will, which is you being the light on earth, and you look in people's eyes, you can see the light. If they have dark eyes, it means there's something happened to them, some trauma. Hi Marlene, greetings to Sweden. So hi Valerie, hi Nancy. So this girl said, you know what, I went to this retreat and I was so happy, and I thought I'm joining this community, but this lady had anger issues. Yes, I also get angry. I had 2 clients that told me I have anger issues. I said, yes, I get angry when someone attacks me and tells me something which is not true. So of course I get angry, and you have any right in the world to be angry, but don't feel embarrassed about it. You have anger issues if you get angry for no reason and you can't control it. I can control my anger, but I will not control it if I get attacked for no reason. That is my healthy boundary, also defending myself, and you have any right to do that. So don't let anyone tell you when you get angry you have no right to be angry. You have any right in the world to be angry if it's for a reason. And you can explain the reason to the other person, but if they don't listen to you, that means maybe they're not supposed to be in your life. So this girl said, okay, so the lady in the resort, she was telling everyone when they were raising their voice and saying, you know what, you are not supposed to treat me that way. She would say, oh, this is your ego, and your ego is doing this and that because I can see it. And she was working with fear, controlling, and illusion that everyone in the group, in this community, was obeying her and not trusting themselves anymore. If someone in your life is putting you down and making you disbelieve in yourself and not believing in yourself, that means you're in the wrong place. When I have clients, I always help them to trust in their instincts and trust them how to believe in themselves. But at the same time, I will ask the right questions so they start thinking on their own. I will not tell them. But if they can't come up with the answer, then of course I give them an example. I say, how about this? And then it's like a self-realization. So what this woman did is with my client, she said, oh, this is your ego and your ego is bad. No, your ego is never bad. Your brain is helping you to protect you. So your brain is supposed to work with your heart. The heart has the wisdom. Your brain has knowledge, but your brain also wants to protect you. So our ego wants to protect us. It's never bad, okay? But it's how we execute the connection between the brain and the heart. So the question to you is for today is, why do you need a teacher? Is the teacher helping you to be the best version of yourself? If you have a teacher, why aren't you your own teacher and connect with your source and your soul? And if you have someone, I also have people who help me, but they are my guides. And I have people I reach out to for healing, but they are my guides. They're not my teachers and they're not my masters, because I'm my own master, but they help me to release certain blockages, trauma, illusions, okay? They're helping me to realize who I am. And they always look and talk to me in the most caring and loving way, even though I'm doubting myself. This is what a teacher is supposed to be. So my question to you is, if someone says, oh, this is your ego, aren't you supposed to have an ego? Because it's a part of you. Everything is a part of you. You're the light and you're the darkness. But it's the combination and the balance between in you and outside of you that you're being complete. And it's totally okay to have darkness, and it's great to have the light, because there's light in the darkness and there's darkness in the light. So most important is, do people respect you or do they fear you? Politicians work mostly with fear, but you want to be respected. You don't want to be feared, because you want people to love you and you can love people. But if you rule with fear, there's no exchange of love. And how is the way you look at a teacher? Can you respect them or do you fear them? Again, very important. So are you ready to let go of all the beliefs and the fear and the controlling? Are you ready? I can suggest from the bottom of my heart, do the activation, because I help you to step into your own power. I am a Reiki Grandmaster. I have done it 2007, but I don't believe practicing it, nor do I believe in teaching it, because I want everyone to be their own unique person. I don't want that a person is like me, and I don't want to be like another person. And I hate it when someone says, oh, I'm like you. What the fuck? You can't be like me. Yes, we're all humans and we're all starseeds, but we're all individual, because the single puzzle pieces create the full picture. Not same puzzle pieces can create a full picture. It never works. Trees are trees, but they're all unique. Flowers are flowers, but they're all unique. And that's what we are. We are unique. We are not soldiers. We are not military. We are not all the same. Wear the things you want to wear. Speak the truth which comes from your heart. Some people think they know the truth, but when they talk, it's just trying to like, how do you say, to convince someone. I'm not trying to convince you. What I'm saying is, if you want it, choose it. If you don't want it, don't choose it. That's it. Very simple. Hi Joss, hi Julian, hi Kingsley. So my question for you also is, because that is very typical if you're in a community, or if you grew up in a narcissistic environment, abusive environment, is you will start doubting yourself. You're totally disillusioned. You don't know what's right and wrong anymore. You can't trust yourself anymore. And that's the worst. The worst is if you're in an environment that you feel so miserable about yourself, that's when they try to break you. And many people who are trauma and abused, their will was broken. And I had that in my childhood, but my mission, like, I had that in my childhood, but my mission in the world is to help people to get, like, you know, to stand in your power and to be who you are. And you can even say something which I might not like to hear, but if it comes from a place of truth, I will totally listen to you. I have seen that people follow TikTok and so many webinars and stuff, but do you look at the people? I meet people here in Tulum, they do so many webinars, and then when they finally meet the people, they get drunk, they get wasted. I mean, look at the lifestyle, look at how people are. I'm not saying you have to be sober 100%. Like, I don't like alcohol, I don't like the taste, so I don't do it. I don't do any drugs or substances, I don't need it. So I can say I'm free to do anything I want. Yes, I have my fears and I have my worries and doubts, but I always overcome them. But when I look at someone who wants to teach someone else to be in their own power, but they're sitting every night in a club or in a bar and getting drunk and wasted, I'm sorry, I'm not going to listen to that person who's not caring about their own body and their own health. This is something you need to look at when you have a guide, okay? And when someone guides you, because what I will do is I will take you on your hand, but I will let go when I see you can do it on your own, and I will push you away if you try to step in my footsteps, because I want you to walk on your own path. This is what I do, and you don't have to follow me, but this is something which I also look at others, and I can purely say I came from nothing and I made something out of myself, and I'm a kind, loving, caring person. I'm honest, but I can also set very healthy, strong boundaries if someone gives me shit. And I want to have, for you, I want you to be on your personal path so that you can get all the information from spirits, the downloads. Be in the time of Aquarius, be unique, but let's be a group and be a team together and help each other. This is what Aquarius is. Not having the fear of, I can't survive without my parents, I can't survive without my friends. And they say, oh, without me you're nothing. You don't want that, those kind of people. Trust in yourself. Love yourself. Love your power. Why are you scared of your power? And trust in your psychic abilities and embrace them and activate them. Hi, Gabrielle from Romania. So nice talking to you, all of you. Thank you so much. So yeah, I mean, if you want to reach out for an activation, we can always reach out. We also do starseed starseed origin readings, which is not just by channelings. It's by date of birth, place of birth, time of birth, and it's a calculation which is also has some scientific proof, which has a base, which your knowledge and your brain can grab, and you know, we sometimes need something to understand and also to feel. A good combination of everything makes everything round and you feel safe and secure. That's what it is. But yes, love, you can't understand love, you can feel love. So it's important to trust in the universe. It's important to trust love and the guidance. This is something which is so important. Okay guys, I really hope I reached out to you, because I was so shocked when this happened yesterday, and I was shocked when this client of mine reached out to me, and I just realized a starseed doesn't depend on mushroom, a starseed doesn't depend on ayahuasca, and you don't want to have the need of going to ayahuasca retreats all the time. You can go into nature and activate yourself all the time. So what I do is I just give you the tools to do it, and you will not be, it's not necessary that you reach out to me after that, you know, because you're learning to stand on your own feet. But when you use ayahuasca and stuff like this, if you chose to do it, some people say, oh, it saved my life, but it's just going from one trauma to the other. I made a video about it. I don't want you to go through pain and throwing up and all of this if you can just release something and release it for good. It's about what you want in your life. It's about loving yourself and stopping abusing yourself and sabotaging yourself because you grew up that way. Okay? You don't have to suffer. You can be happy, and you can release things very easily without talking about it for hundreds and thousands of hours. Time of Aquarius, okay? Bye. Talking to you soon, and I will do soon a live stream in the Facebook Arcturian group and do free readings, but you can always reach out to me. I have a YouTube channel on the Arena International. Go to the playlist. There are a lot of healing tools, and you can help yourself, okay? It's important to know. You know, when I learned something when I was working in science and in a laboratory, you don't need to know everything, but you need to know where it is. And many people read books and channelings which are, yes, new, but there's old stuff and has much more knowledge and wisdom, and people don't look in those old books anymore. Why not? Why not? Because no one talks about it anymore. Do your research. Go to the internet. Go to Google. I mean, come on, you know? Life can be easy if you want it to be easy. It's not what others think about you, it's what you think and feel about yourself. Bye.